Time for another draft. Let's see what we pull this time. Wow. Good as a Rabo the first Fang is, it's going to have to be Liliana Dreadhorde General as the pick for the first one. Excuse me. A lot of really good options. As tempting as it is to take the removal, let's see, what does Kellen have for me? You can become a double strike whenever he hits somebody. Oh, impulse draw. Okay, that's some card advantage right there. I love that. Once again, I get the mischievous mystic early. We're going to go ahead and take it. Oof. A really good protection spell for your entire field, but we're not going to take that right now. This is a very nice spell. I had it used against me earlier, the Grappling Kraken. Oh, settle down. She just wants a hug.
Why don't you want to take that one right
now? That's why. I'd rather take this spider. Because although it is branching, therefore, into a different color, it's a cheaper spell to cast.
Okay.
Don't have to. That is a token generation army, which I have had used against me, so we're going to take you for that reason alone, if nothing else. I might be leaning into green again by the look of things, but that's okay. Speaking of good flavor texts, split the skulls and split the spoils. I would say it louder, but it's a little late this evening. But Goblin Borders, the Goblin Pirate, very appropriately named in flavor text. Very on flavor, if I do say so. We're going to take the Burnished Heart. You never have enough mana. Well, you can, but it doesn't happen very often. Pulls a creature back out of the graveyard. I like that, but the body itself is pretty weak, so unless you plan on blinking it often, it's not terribly useful. Wait, every cast non-creature gets +3/+0? That does not suck, as my friend likes to say. Because that stacks. And how about that? I get another one back to back. We're going to take the second one too. I'm leaning towards green being the color that goes with, but it's not set in stone. And if I keep getting good blue cards, that may change. We'll see. Ooh, we get another spider, but we also get the ramp spell. This is a little tricky, but we're going to take the ramp spell because we already do have the spider. Speaking of useful blue creatures, get another Strix Lookout. I want the Divine Resilience because it's a better card, but I haven't taken a single white card yet. You know what? No. It's the better card, on principle. Much as I want that 0/5 for 1 mana. Wow. I got that as the last card of a pack. Not a land that someone passed me. Someone passed me that.
Get it!
Oh, I am. Like, you didn't have to say it. Oh, hello. Speaking of flavor texts, he knows the name of every... He knows the name of every elf born in the last 4 centuries. More importantly, they all know his. Time to go for the elf ball. Nope. We're going to take a moment to take the heir apparent here.
So
bake into a pie. My secret ingredient? Well, I can tell you that, but here's a hint. It's not love. Bake into a pie. Love that. I have 3 elves to pick from now that I'm going to lean into elves. Something that is a 2 for 1. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Or the mana door. The mana door? Okay. I was thinking the 2 for 1 guy, but okay. Mana Dork works too. Let's go for just ramp. Good to see the ramp spell again. Ooh, Ambush Wolf is fun, but it doesn't fit the color. What do you do? Ooh, interesting. I might actually be able to... Oh, because it's just sacrifice a creature. It doesn't say a non-token creature. So that we're going to take that, because that's card draw. I like that there's 2 of these here. That's a very funny thing to me. Ooh, going to take the Mana Rock. Wasn't planning on it, but Since I'm planning on mainly one color anyway, Mana Rock it is. We have a haste, and it's got green. Works for me. I did kind of want to go with red as my sideboard anyway, so I'm down with that. Oh. Well, if that's something that I cannot believe is still here this late. Yoink! Let's see. Oh, is that an elf? Oh, okay, I didn't realize that was an elf. Whoops. Cat druid. I don't really want to take that because it's not an elf, but it works for me. Okay, don't necessarily want either of them, so we'll take the cheaper card to cast. This card is not for choice. Let's see. Whenever another creature you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. So that's going to get massive pretty quick. Oh, and it then turns into a knight. If I didn't already have him, I would take him in a heartbeat. Ooh, that's actually going to be the pick. Because I'm going to hope that I have stuff to put 1/1 counters on things. And I would normally take other things, but we're doing elf ball stuff. Llanowar Elves it is. Ooh, we got another Mana Rock. I will take that.
Swiftfoot boots.
Good catch. I didn't see that immediately. I saw the Omniscience and the Heir Apparent. Just in case he's that the elves are not enough, you're coming with Mr. 12-8. Ooh, Bushwhack. Thank you. It's a fight spell. Ooh, Elephant or...
No, did the other 12-8.
Okay. I was tempted to say the Elephant, but fair. Wait, am I actually doing this with people?
Yeah.
It actually said waiting on the other players. That's
Yeah.
interesting. No, normally it'll let me see who the players are, but it wasn't showing me. That's why I was confused. Gonna be running those Broken Wings again. Took the only colorless thing.
Yeah, just grab that one. It's protection.
This is the best spell.
The black one would be better.
Nope, I like that card better. That's why.
You have enough for red and green.
Oh, there's the turtle. Put the turtle. I thought about it earlier, changed my mind. Turtle still came back to me. Funny how that plays out.
Yep.
You think the wind is ever trying to tell us something we don't know how to hear it anymore?
Hurts to not be running the Liliana, but gotta do it just to make the deck simpler.
And don't you get to keep the cards anyway?
Yeah. I keep every card I opened, yeah.
You'll be fine. You literally just got to collect it, add it to your collection. So.
Mm-hmm. The only question that I, of course, have to be concerned myself with is, do I have too many cards? Because I am up to 47, and I don't necessarily want to take stuff out of here. That's my issue. So?
I can advise.
What's your suggestion?
Look at all your colorless stuff and take out whatever you need the least.
True. No, I need that. I don't need the haste from that, but I need the Hexproof, so that could just stay. Yeah, that's removal, and it's a massive thing. I don't need a massive thing when I have 2 of that.
What is the... Yeah, what's that?
Ramp.
Oh, ramp. Keep it.
Yeah. I'm going to actually take that out because I have a decent amount of ramp without that. I have 2 of these, and I have that, and I have him. Oh, hold on. And those. I have 2 of those.
Beautiful.
So I think we got enough ramp. It's
Even
time
if
to
it's
roll.
over the count amount?
It doesn't matter. You have to hit the minimum.
Okay.
I am one of the people that is the oddballs that runs more than 40. This is why, as you witnessed, I don't always do the best in a draft. But I have fun, which is the most important thing. Hey, look at this. We got both colors, and we got the turn 1 Llanowar Elves. The fact that Llanowar Elves is going to be in standard for the next 5 years is kind of wild, and long live the Elf Ball.
Mm-hmm. He low-key makes me want to go
Yeah.
I want to do I don't really want mono green, but I'm terrified of the issue with
I have to think about sequencing, because I drew the Archdruid here. No, that's the sequencing. The sequencing is to get him out first, because the next turn I can have the mana to just cast this, probably this too, and then he can himself tap for that much more mana. Yeah, because right now he can tap for 2. If I do it next turn, he'll be able to tap for 5 probably, because this is 2 by itself. This is 1. I think I can do both without, well, no, not without him actually. So we'll see. Still think that was the right move, especially because he also gives an anthem. Land for turn. Okay, including both. Can cast that. Love that. Whoops, probably should have waited then if I could have cast him. Things and stuff.
Oh man, oh.
Yeah, oh, never mind.
The-
We're gonna cast him immediately. No, I would have, because I could have just tapped that instead of having the land. Then I could have played the land and made the token immediately. That's why I'm kind of cringing right now, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it was a misplay.
Yeah, it's a misplay. It's a reminder that nobody's perfect. No matter how much we wish we were or how much we try to be, nobody's perfect. Ouch. Figured they'd have the removal. This is why it's important to have protection spells. This is why I left the Swiftfoot boots in the deck. Be right back. Ooh, a Giada. That's scary for me. But I'm also glad because I have a reach creature. Be right back. Now I'm back. Play both of these creatures. Yeah, don't have a reason not to, so let's get more bodies out on the field. If I swing, they have to double block to kill it. Do I swing?
No.
Actually, I agree with you. That's the token generator. I would
They
double
will
block it.
block. Yeah.
Yep.
It
It's
hurts
one of
your
the
mana generation, so
Well, no, it hurts
I
my
would
creature
block.
generation, not my mana generation.
But still, I would block.
Yeah, that's the thing I was about to say, is that if you would block something in any situation and you're wondering if your opponent would block, well, if you would block, then they probably will too. Ooh. Decisions. You know what? I think they have something, but I don't know exactly what. So let's threaten them with a massive creature and see if they can do anything about it. It would appear no. For the first time in all my travels, I've encountered a creature I can only describe as an apex herbivore. Vivian Reed.
I love that.
Me too. Now I get to swing something that they would still have to double block to kill. But the difference is that I can afford to lose this, and it has trample, so I'm dealing damage no matter what happens right now. The only question is how much damage they want to take. They cast something. Ooh, very good. They cast Fleeting Flight. On that fateful day, Sir Brilberry's fear of heights was outmatched by his sense of duty. Ah, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to it this
Yep.
turn, and because of that, it lives. So now, that, I think it's time for me to use the spell that's in my hand. I didn't play it last turn because I didn't know if one of their creatures was worth using this spell on. Now I know which one it's worth using this spell on, and it's Giada because they saved it once. That means play it.
Now I'm sure that.
Not gonna swing the Mana Dork for obvious reasons, and other than that, Full Send! They wisely chump blocked the 12-8 vanilla. Ooh, they have the flash creature. This is a reminder for my opponent to learn phases, because they did not flash it in time. They flashed it in too late to block. Ah, the kitty. They did it during blockers.
Oh.
You have to flash it in during attackers to then go to blocker step to actually have it, you know, quote unquote, the rules go, you have a creature, hey, do you want to block? Because otherwise they don't see you having a creature. It's a timing thing. It's literally a timing thing. Most importantly, that is game 1 finished with a victory, which is excellent. As I start this one, I'm going to mute the mic real quick because I'm still snacking on something.
Hey, Cracker.
Crackers for anyone who's curious. Now I'm back. Sorry for the delay. Had to get something in my system. Where my issue is, I'm getting mana, but I still haven't drawn another land, and I kept a 2-land hand.
I thought you had a mana rock. That's why I could think it.
Oh, I had a mana rock and a mana dork. I still haven't drawn anything, so I'm up to 4, but so far that's all I'm at. So we're going to take it a little slow, and we're going to get the Swiftfoot Boots on the field first, because last time I cast the Archdruid, got to immediately benefit, see why he's a cool card, and watched him get blasted. So we're going to get the Swiftfoot Boots on the field first as an attempt to get the Swiftfoot Boots on him for that hexproof. The haste may or may not come into play. I hope it does. I hope it does, because that means the boots will have gotten on him successfully. Love it. They cast Thrill of Possibility, one of my favorite spells. I draw a Crackling Cyclops. I love that.
What makes you your favorite?
Love this spell for the flavor text. This is probably my favorite, well, not my favorite version of it, but it's a very good one, which is the remember all the great heroes who were careful and never did anything risky? Me neither. There is another flavor text version of this card that I like a little bit more, but this one is still very, very good. Ooh, they have a dragon on the field. That's kind of a problem. Now I have to do some sequencing, but I'm just going to pick the obvious one and say, biggest guy first. Let's get Mr. 5/3 with reach on the field and say, that's good for now. Oh hey, he's here! That makes him a 6/3 because of my banner. Still haven't drawn another land though.
Damn.
Hey! There we go. we're cooking.
Since there are 2 other demonic tutors on student,
Mm-hmm.
we should have just made your account the 3rd demonic tutor.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are the 3rd. That is so funny, I just realized that.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I don't think of that either. Wow. Man, a creature with a death trigger to make a treasure token. And faced with the prospect of 6 damage, they said, I'll take the damage rather than get that treasure token and save the life. Interesting. Very curious. Insert the Spider-Man meme moment. The crackling Cyclops is on the field versus another crackling Cyclops. Full send! Minus the all-important mana dork. And that was enough.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
The might of the elf ball. We go again. All-seeing DM. Okay, we'll see how all-seeing they are. I got a very good hand, to be quite honest. Got 3 lands, got both colors, got the Swiftfoot Boots, got ramp. I'm in business.
It's funny how often you've gotten these.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get Ruby on the field first simply because she's a mana dork and that advances my mana count for later. Was tempted to play the boots this turn, but nope. If you have a chance to play a mana rock or a mana dork, whenever in doubt, ramp. I will note that this person, for some reason, or not for some reason, for however much the cost is on Arena, I'm not exactly sure what that is, they decided they wanted the very, very new version of Llanowar Elves. Very, very expensive one as well.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you've heard about the Llanowar Elves, it's hundreds of dollars or
Yeah.
obscenely expensive. It's that one.
Why? How much was it on this?
Oh, on this it's a card style. So it's the gold or whatever little thing. Yeah, it's that stuff. So yeah. Things and stuff. Now we're gonna get Swiftfoot Boots on the field. And I'm giving Kellen his first little ability. But we're not gonna do this, I'm not gonna swing him yet. Because if I swing him and I get a non-land card, it's gonna be exiled permanently. Because he's only until the end of the turn.
You should do that for Dublin season.
Dumbling season wouldn't work with this.
No, I mean
Oh, yeah, I should do that with that art. Gotcha. Huh. Drew the other ramp spell. I guess that's a sign that the game says I don't have enough mana, which is a very funny proposition for it to tell me right now.
Yeah. It's trying really hard to help you.
It is. We got 4 mana. Let's see. I'm just debating. Let's see. Now let's just ramp even more. When in doubt, ramp. So let's ramp even more. And let's put the Swiftfoot boots onto this Kellen here. And say pass the turn. 'Cause I don't want to swing him. Ooh, they have the Wardens of the Cycle. That thing is a problem. Because it's a nice consistent trigger, especially if you have a consistent way for something to die. Usually that consistent way is something of yours is dying. I have all the mana. Can't do a ton with it, but I can do at least this. Now it's a 3/3 with double strike. Sorry, a 3/2, not a 3/3. There's a difference there. Ouch. Well, this is going to be a trade, but okay. At least I get rid of one of their creatures. Unless they happen to have something, because they do have a green left. Nope, they don't. At least don't appear so. Gonna end the turn because I do have one landfall creature somewhere in this deck, so I will save this Grow from the Ashes until that card comes out. Because I already got enough lands out to play the card. Ouch! Just kidding. Seeker's Folly. Yep. Good time to play it when I only have 2 cards in my hand. Ouch! Now, I jinxed myself with that too. Here comes the aforementioned landfall creature. The only good news about this is that I get to put Swiftfoot boots on him and have a 5/3 with haste. That's not bad. Oh, that's how that works. Nice. Neither the sharpest thorns nor the foulest beasts would stop her from finding her brother. I love that. Ouch. What did they have? Oh, they had a giant growth. That'll do it. Now my landfall creature is dead. I killed their Manador creature, but that's little consolation. Oh, that's just funny. That's adding insult to injury. They have the same creature.
No.
Literally the thing they just used their card on to kill. Ooh. I have to kind of wait to use it accordingly or properly, but I'll take that. Given the circumstances. I have to like draw it next turn, wait a turn because I won't have a card to discard, then next turn I can play it. Oh, you fucker. Oh, that hurts. That literally hurts. And because I do not have a card to discard, it will not even show this card as highlighted for me to cast it or do anything with it. Because I cannot discard a card to pay its cost. Ouch.
You can't just pay the life?
No. I actually have to discard a card just to even cast this spell. Then I could pay. Then I could lose the life for it.
That's so annoying.
It is. It is a little annoying, but yeah. Much as I'm tempted to block to surveil one, I'm just gonna lose the life for now. Oh. See, this is the other thing about this spell, is that yeah, I can now discard a card to draw 2 cards, but I discarded a card I don't want to. I drew a card I don't want to discard. We're gonna play Rogue's Passage and go ahead and use it. We're gonna use it on a smaller creature because I want the 3/1 back just in case the 5/3 decides to swing to be able to trade. And I have nothing else to use my mana on anyway, so take one unblockable. Oof. And the card I was trying to save to cast is now gone anyway.
You
Yeah.
want me to discard?
Yep.
So,
Mm-hmm.
you can play that.
I can.
Play it.
Take me out that much faster. It is what it is.
Sorry.
Nah, it's good. I just set the good games because reasons and things. Swing for 8. Might as well.
Go out.
Mm-hmm. Take every game action I can, because the game's gonna ask me to, whether I wanted to or not. So let's take those game actions. Yeah. Once again, get 2 wins, then get a loss. Hopefully this one will turn out better and differently than the last draft.
No, Mabel. No, Mabel.
Now the kitty comes to visit.
And destroy everything we're doing. No, Mabel. Can you grab her? You're gonna hear cat. Ow!
Oh my.
Yep.
Sorry, cat. Had to do it.
Wonder how many times she's gonna try to come down.
We'll see.
I know she's very confused on why we're
This one, thankfully, is an easy keep. I have to be very rude to the kitty and just immediately scoop her up and push her away. Otherwise, she will get in the way and be a problem.
knock everything over.
Oh, yeah, definitely knock everything over. We have the big landfall creature once again. Got the Thrill of Possibility again. Got one of the ramp spells. Also got Ruby early, which is kind of funny. So, oh, it's a nice little insect. Haven't seen that one before. The first rule of politics can be learned from a lowly horn beetle. It is wise to cultivate powerful friends. This is smart. This is very true.
Also very scary.
Of course it's scary. Time to get my Archdruid on the field to advance my mana even further. Thankfully for me, they're playing blue-green, so that hopefully helps my chances. This is also a good sign. My opponent missed their land drop on turn 3. I like my odds just from based on that alone.
Kind of sad.
What the fuck? This thing is a giant, but it makes elf warrior tokens. It's not even an elf, but it makes elves.
That's awesome.
Well, it did make elves until it got turned into a legitimate business person, courtesy of witness protection.
Thank you. Witness protecting my ass.
Yeah. Yep, witness protection. Very good spell, very useful spell. Also very annoying in this instance. Let's see, let's go. Bada bing and bada boom. Me having a ramp spell was apparently too much for my opponent. Then again, given that they had only just gotten up to 3 lands, and I had now gotten up to, let's see, 6 lands, and I had just cast another spell that would have gotten me 2 more. That got me 2 more lands. No, yeah, I had just gotten up to 6 lands. I also don't know if I had played my land for turn. Even if I had played the land for turn, actually, I still would have had enough to cast a mana rock to get even farther ahead on mana. Yeah, I don't blame him for leaving. Excuse me. That is also pleasing because that gets me up to 3 wins, which increases the amount that I will be getting back from playing this one. So this also helps. With that, time to jump in for, what is that? Let's see, 3 wins, 1 loss, so that is 4. So this will be game number 5. Be right back. I'm back just in time to be sad, because I have a doubling season in my hand, but I only have 2 lands. I don't like those odds very much.
It's heartbreaking.
So, I'm going to have to mulligan, which is also heartbreaking, because that means I have to go down to 6. Let's see. Now this is better. This is a lot better. Got 2 mana. We've got the mana rock. We've even got a bushwhack to get the 3rd land if absolutely need be. I hope I can save this as a fight spell, but we'll see how that plays out. So will show me all that sideboard stuff. Hey, look at that. Immediately drew a land. That saves me from having to use bushwhack to go search for a basic. I can use it as a fight spell now, which is fantastic. This is also an interesting hand because this is more or less an elf ball deck. Right now I have nothing but red creatures on the board. Sorry, I have nothing but red spells otherwise. I have a red spell. Sorry, I have a red creature, I have another red creature in my hand, I have a mana rock, and then I have the bushwhack. I've had some lands. This has been a very funny hand so far. No elves. Ooh, the Ink Mage. I had that in my first draft. Love that card. Don't love seeing it on that side of the board, but I love the card. Oh, he is non-creature. That's nice. I was going to cast the ramp spell, then in to get the Cyclops out the next turn. But given that the Cyclops says non-creature spell, next turn when I cast this banner, he will get a +3/+0 just from that. Kellen sadly has to wait because I don't want to trade with him. I want him to be able to get me at least 1 or 2 cards off the top of my deck, impulse style. They have the spider on the field. That thing is a big problem.
Because it wants to die.
Not even that. Spider's a problem because it has death touch. So, that's right now my issue.
It's not the spider that does something with the dice. I think it is the wrong spider.
Yeah, I think you are.
My bad.
You're good. Now the question is, do I cast this turn, or do I wait a turn? No. I do not give him a chance to use that spider. I take it out right now. Even if it costs me this Cyclops. I have 2 of these Cyclops in the deck. Simply because of the Death Touch. Also, as someone who loves flavor texts, the Griffins think they rule the sky, the spiders know better. In the meantime, uh-oh, and a bigger uh-oh. Let's see, what are you going to do? Up to 1 creature you control cannot be blocked this turn. That's a problem. Time to play a little aggro of sorts. Let's see if they want to block it. Because I have double strike and a combat damage trigger. So I might get a lot of benefit off this. Oh, they didn't block it. This is going to be fun. There's my land for turn out of exile. And another land. I love it. The reason I love that in particular is that means I'm not going to draw this land for turn next turn. Surveil? Yeah, that land's getting thrown away. I don't need that right now. I'm a little surprised more than anything that they chose not to block it and just take 8 damage to the face. I figured they would throw this token or even this just in front of him. That way they don't have to take any damage and I don't get any value. I would have gotten bricks and drawn nothing for 2 turns in a row and had nothing useful. Instead, not only do I hit my land drop, but I now don't draw a dead card the turn afterwards. I'm just surprised, but now I'm getting swung at for 8, so that's I guess that goes to show what I know, so to speak. We're going to block this creature because it has the potential to make itself unblockable. And if you're going to swing at me for this much and leave yourself completely defenseless, we're doing this. Ooh, I get to surveil. That does not help me right now. I need spare creatures for that to help me. Hold up, he does what now? I did not notice the passive ability here on Kaito. That is amazing. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a loyalty counter on him.
That's pretty cool.
They just had 3 creatures hit me. So, yeah. That was bad. Yeah, that meant he just got to snap its fingers and give himself 3 loyalty counters. Ouch. That hurts. They blew up my mana rock. I immediately top decked the other one. So naturally, they used an offer you can't refuse. Sucks. But well, even more ramp in the meantime, and they are now down to 6. Block any of that. And Kaito gets that much closer to his ultimate. Oh, we got another card that we're gonna land. Happy about that. In the meantime, time to swing for, I believe, well, actually, I want to swing for lethal and force his hand on blocking. But That also means, well, no, because that only ensures that one of those creatures get through. That only puts it back. No, that does put it within range. So as opposed to swinging for lethal, I'm going to swing at the Planeswalker. And just like I figured, he's going to block it. Because that Planeswalker is that important to him.
She didn't complain.
I'm fine.
What was that?
I bumped my knee in the leg into this. I'm fine. I didn't even feel it. Plus it bumped. I didn't do it hard enough. Oh, this cheeky guy. Smart bastard. I wondered why he wasn't using the +1, because he knew one attack would get through, and then he would have that emblem. Oof. That is a problem. I'm gonna get overwhelmed with blockers no matter what I do. Time for a full send. Unfortunately for me, he now knows enough to block the guy with double strike. That's bad for me. Think that's all she wrote. We'll see. I might get one more turn. I'm moving you for a reason, cat. No.
Okay, cats don't listen to no. Don't. They're not like dogs.
I know. I am down to 3, but they only have 6 themselves.
So she thought of a different way to come up.
Yep.
wish
I'm
everyone-
noticing I have a flyer that I have to deal with that I can't deal with.
I wish this was on video.
Me too.
It's cool. You're so cute,
All the triggers and all the creatures. Hey, I will get to see another card. Nope, never mind, I forgot. I don't have trample. Be able to get another combat phase. Or is it? I should say both punches off of that double strike.
No, it's not.
Game 5 is another defeat. That's okay. Already gotten to 3 wins, which is farther than I got in the first one. Let's see if we can go again to try to get win number 4. see how much longer until the next game. We're already above 30 seconds. Let's see if it gets to a minute. No, we did not get to a minute. We have found another person. And they're using the emblem of the avatar of the Planeswalker that was just instrumental in my downfall. Ah, a much different type of hand, a much better opening hand as well. Got a turn 1 play, then a turn 2/turn 3 play on turn 2, which is very, very nice. Ooh, we now even have the vanilla creature that is a very large threat immediately. Ooh, we have a ramp spell. If I ramp now, that doesn't benefit me a ton. I can ramp next turn or the turn after that, hopefully after getting this on the field to get yet even more value. In the meantime, though, that is a non-creature spell to give him a buff to get me in for some first blood. They will play the same ramp spell themselves.
Fable.
And play the card that I have in my hand. Always love it when something like that happens. Ah, excellent. Drew into the land I needed to be able to cast this creature. Then next turn I have enough mana to cast that same ramp spell that they just cast for even more value. Speaking of having effects for creatures die, I have an artifact that wants creatures to be sacrificed, and they now have a creature with a morbid trigger. Fun, fun, fun. Thankfully I have cast a non-creature spell that gives him his buff. So far that creature has hit him twice. That's the only damage I've done to him. But I now begin to flood the board, I hope, with my token generation.
Stop it. You're
Then I
gonna
have
make me
this
get
massive
mad at you.
vanilla creature coming next turn as well. Whoop, nope, there goes my token generation. That's what removal will do for you. Very nice
Oh
of
my
them. They
God.
have it baked into a pie. Now they get their morbid trigger. In the meantime, I will opt not to block, as I can front the damage, but now that I don't have a way to keep getting those tokens back, I might as well hold back a blocker. In the meantime, cast this behemoth. And I'd rather sacrifice the creature than use it as a blocker, because I need to draw cards after that.
Fable.
Ooh, I drew into Kellen. Only downside is I tapped my last red, so I can't cast him this turn, but that's okay. The next turn I can cast him, and I will have plenty of mana to sink into him and start upgrading him all the way to the final form, so to speak. Ah, they ate a food. I was like, what are they doing on my end step? They were eating some foods. We all need to eat some food.
Gotta eat your veggies.
Gotta eat your veggies. I've eaten plenty of veggies, that's why I'm up to 8 lands, and I got 2 mana dorks.
Really hard.
Ooh, they exile the creature with a Eaten Alive. That creature did they exile? Ah, my vanilla 12/8. Yeah, that's probably the right target to hit. Biggest thing on the field. The one thing I have that they might be scared of. as well let the damage go through. Because don't know what else I'm gonna have anyway. So may as well. Going out. Make them lose a little life, but not a ton. Let's draw another card. Oh, look at that. It's a basic land. How about that? Well, have managed to immediately level Kellen up all the way, which is nice. Biggest problem now is I got a 5/4 with Trample staring me down. Ooh, I just noticed that they both have Trample thanks to the colony creature. This is a big problem. Let's see, you're gonna go here. You're gonna block this. Oh, but I'm still gonna take 4 off of that. Take 1 there, take 2 here still. Go to 1. I guess we're blocking like this, just saving the mana dorks. Gotta do it just to see another turn. The mystery card was a land. How about that? So I could make them lose 3 life, but I'd rather just sacrifice one of my mana dorks and draw a card. The last card I get to see is a Rogue's Passage. Yeah, why not? For the shits and the giggles. Make my mana dork unblockable and swing for 1. There's another loss in the books. I believe that knocks me out of this draft. We're gonna have 1 more loss to spare. I think that was the last one. It was. That'll be the end of the draft. Let's see if I got anything good out of the pack or packs from it. 2 packs. Go open them both at once. Whoopsies. Another copy of Offer You Cannot Refuse. Love that card. Ooh, another copy of Sylvan Scavenging. Another very, very good card. I used that one in a previous draft here on Arena. Very, very useful. Card put in a lot of work for me. Ooh, a Time Stop. Now that's not a card I had on here. Just end the turn. Very simple, yet very effective at what it's trying to do. And all the shenanigans you get to do with a card that lets you instantly end the turn.